may have found some potentially rare items on a recent trip to Comic Hunter. Let's take a look together. It's geeking time. That was a fun mini trip to Comic Hunter. I really should have recorded, but I guess I didn't get the chance to. Put that bag down there. A lot of cool stuff that I picked up. Oh, hey, welcome back, everybody. Didn't notice you were all waiting for me. Yeah, I went to Comic Hunter. Unlike last year when I went, I did a whole big toy hunt walkthrough, and I still had a lot of stuff that I did not cover when I went. I went to go pick up an item that they found for me. So I wasn't in the shop for very long. I did trade some stuff. So while I was waiting, I browsed. So I did get a store credit, which I was able to buy some stuff, which was really cool. But I was not there long enough to do an actual comic book and toy hunt. I will likely be going back for my birthday. I will most likely be filming a toy hunt, and I'll probably cover some of the areas of the store that I didn't get to cover last year. And then I also grabbed something from the grocery store that we're going to take a look at Boomer Eats later on that I will show you. And I got my new calendar for this year, which I was planning on doing a video, but I'll just show you guys here. Before we take a look at anything today, so my wife and I finally watched K-pop Demon Hunters. What can I say about this film? I absolutely loved it. I don't know why. That being said, it is, I think, from the same studio who did Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, so I absolutely loved the animation. The story was fantastic. I loved it. I thought the character depth was really good, even when it came to the villains. And oh boy, the songs and the movie are so overhyped, but with reason, and I'm not gonna lie to you. On our trip to Comic Hunter, we were actually listening to the K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack. So Soda Pop to Golden were as overhyped and overplayed as they were. It's a catchy soundtrack. It's a fantastic animated film. I know a lot of the kids loved it, but if you are an adult who loves anime, right, and you love animated films, it's very heavily anime inspired. I highly recommend the movie. Out of a 5-star rating, this is a movie that I'm legitimately going to give 5 stars out of 5. I actually want to watch it again. I thought it was so good. And now they just announced that they're going to make a sequel to K-pop Demon Hunter. I feel like there's so much potential with this world, whether it be a movie franchise, TV show, or even comic books they could do. And I know that Mattel is coming up with action figures, so highly recommend if you have a Netflix subscription or if you have a way to watch it. I highly recommend checking out K-pop Demon Hunters. I know it came out last summer, so I'm a little late to the party, but that's because I wanted the hype to die down a bit. Alright, you didn't come here to hear me talk about K-pop Demon Hunter. If you did click onto the video and you are here with me today, you came to find out what's inside this fun yellow bag that has everything I got from Comic Hunter. Let's get into another episode of Boomer's Haul. Yeah! There's a lot of fun stuff in this bag. Before I get into the bag, I did pick up a couple of other things like I mentioned before. We'll start with those right away. So the first things first, we're going to do a Boomer Eats video down the line, maybe in the next couple of weeks, something like that, I don't know. This seemed very interesting to me. So I picked up this Scooby-Doo cereal. These are paw-shaped cereal. I love Scooby-Doo, one of my favorite cartoons, one of my favorite animated shows of all time. And we'll take a look at this on a future Boomer Eats episode. That should be a lot of fun. I got the 2026 calendar for Godzilla, and this is basically based off of the IDW comic book artwork, so it's really cool. Let's just go through quickly. Right there. Right now I'm currently on March, but there you go. There you go. Trying to go through very quickly. There you go. That's this current month here. There you go for April. And May. And June. And July. Cool, make the Godzilla right there. Cool. And August, my wife's birth month. September, Violante. October, you got another one of Godzilla the Beam. November. And finally, December. So really cool. So $5, cannot go wrong with that. Super excited with this. Picked up a bunch of stuff that is all in this big old yellow bag. Here is the card for Comic Hunter. So again, I go to Check Swing, that is my comic book shop. I think I found some potentially, apparently I can't speak properly, potentially rare items over at Comic Hunter, which made my day, made me very, very happy. So let's start off video games for the PlayStation 3. McFarlane Toys have been doing the Call of Duty figures for so long. So we got Call of Duty Ghosts for the PlayStation 3. There you go. Never really heard the best of things about this game. So other thing that I got is God of War Saga. What's in here? God of War 2, God of War 3, and God of War Origins. So that's everything that's in here. 2 discs, look at that. I got a nice little insert sleeve there. God of War Saga right there. Obviously, I should probably put them over here so I can put them out of the bag. I got Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So there you go. That's the first console PlayStation 3 that I bought on my own for my own cash, which is really awesome. And yeah, you got a full-fledged booklet in there, which is really neat. You don't see those anymore. You don't see actual booklets in them, which is so neat. All the fighters that are in the game. All the fighters. My wife and I are big Marvel vs. Capcom fans. This is Hellboy. Is it called? The Science of Evil. So really neat. Give evil hell. Rare items. I think this is a little bit more of a rare video game. Correct me if I'm wrong. There you go. There's the disc. Oh, look at that. We have a coupon for Hellboy, the Golden Army. Oh, I think it's expired though. It's expired. And you got the English booklet, and then on the back, you know, all the ads for Hellboy. So that's what the booklet looks like on the inside. Always cool when you can find video games complete, and it's Konami. So whenever I see something Hellboy that's very affordable, I'm there for it. I love Hellboy. Let me move these games out of the way. So the thing that I did end up going to pick up at Comic Hunter that they found for me, you might have seen last year in my Comic Hunter haul, I picked up Volume 1 of Batman Hush, the original release, because this is how I remember reading Hush. This is how I first got into Hush. 2-part graphic novel. When I was there last year, I did mention, right, that they didn't have it, but they found it for me. So we got Volume 2, although I believe this is the second print that came out like 4 or 5 months after the original, which I don't know why. The second volume of Hush, this right here is like the first half issues, I think 1 to 6, and then you have like 6 to 12 over here. And if anybody's reading Hush 2 right now, why would you be? Because they are so painfully slow in releasing it, and it's really god awful. And this is actually a better story. So there we go. We've got both Hush volumes now. So they found this for me. That's what I went to go pick up. I found some other stuff, so why not pick up some other things, especially when you have store credit, right? I am not a WWE fan. I do not watch that product. I have not watched WWE 8 years or so. But I am very fond of the Attitude Era, because I did love that Monday Night War era where it was WWF versus WCW versus ECW. I'm very fond of that era. However, I'm a big fan of Mick Foley, and he was one of my favorites of the Attitude Era, and he's still one of my favorite wrestlers to this day, and just general person. So last year, I took a look at the wrestling VHSs. I see some old wrestling stuff over here. I grew up on this stuff, man. I grew up on this stuff. And I ended up picking up the Undertaker VHS. So I picked up the 3 Faces of Foley on VHS. So I'm really excited to have this in my collection now. Yeah, I love Mick Foley. He's one of my favorites. Just in general, one of my favorite people. So there it is, the VHS. I don't collect very many VHSs, but when I see things that are kind of like grails and stuff, what do the Faces of Foley think about 3 Faces of Foley? So you have, there's the back, right? And you have Cactus Jack, who says, it's like Titanic wrapped in barbed wire, bang bang. And you have Dude Love, who said, ow, it's the feel-good hit of the season. And then Mankind, who said, I laughed, I cried, I had a nice day. So those are 3 faces. I think this is a little bit more on the rarer side. I don't know how common wrestling VHSs are nowadays, but super happy to have picked that up and found that. I did find a really nice stack of comics in the bag. I don't want to break anything there. Let's just get right into it. So I just got the Undertaker, issue number 0. Man, when I first started going to Check Swing and I found the Undertaker issues, those were awesome pickups. So I found this and I was like, okay, cool, why not? This is like a $2 book, I think. So we got that. And again, like I said, it was just purely because of that wizard stamp up there. So that's the Undertaker. Then we got Archie Adventure Series. This is issue number 2. of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles present the Mighty Mutanimals. So I got my, Turtles Adventures up there. And, there's another Ray Fillet right here. And where is he? Somewhere up there. Mondale Gecko. Love that character. That's pretty cool. I feel really bad because last year I wanted to show you the comic book section. And over here, like all these comic sections. I'm not going to take the time to show you guys all these comics because there's too much stuff, but we'll continue on here. This is from the 2002 run. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 4. That was $1. I could not say no to that. So that's right there. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 5. Raph and Mikey on the cover. So really sick. Love that. I picked up a couple of Michael Turner stuff. I was really trying to finish off the Superman, Batman, Supergirl run. I was only missing 2 issues. So we have Superman, Batman number 10. Beautiful cover right there by Michael Turner, but all the artwork, the interior artwork is done by Michael Turner. They're on Themyscira. So you got Wonder Woman there, and you got Batman and Superman. So really cool. Number 12, the Supergirl from Apocalypse. So again, that for me is just a really cool cover. There's Apocalypse back there. I do have Supergirl and Batman from the action figure line from this story. I still want to grab this Supergirl from that line and Darkseid. I don't really want the Superman because I'm not a big Superman fan, but I do want to get this Supergirl and that Darkseid. So this seems to be maybe not rare, but fairly uncommon to find. So we have WCW World Championship Wrestling issue number 1 from Marvel Comics. We've got Lex Luger on the cover. This is from 1992 when Lex Luger was the World Heavyweight Champion. And look at that, Sting. Sting the Icon is in the top corner. One of the greatest wrestlers of all time, Steve Borden, aka the man called Sting, and that's the Surfer Sting right there. Such a cool thing to find, I think, especially if you're a wrestling fan. Will any man beat champ Lex Luger? And this is before he went over to WWF and became a narcissist. So really cool find right there. And like I said before, I was looking for some Michael Turner covers for my collection, which I always kind of try to look for if I can. We have A New Race Begins. We have The Flash number 207, covered by Michael Turner. That's a really popular cover. I've seen it on t-shirts. I've also seen it in the Bang Bang Theory on Sheldon's wall. Number 208 of The Flash, so you got various different Flashes there. 208, nice looking cover. I love that as well. This is issue number 209. So I remember this book a lot. I really remember this book. It's just a book. Flash and Superman are having a race across the world. There you go. But then I have the final Flash cover from this run by Michael Turner, so I just need to find 210. And that's issue number 211, Flash speeding through. That's a really cool cover. I like that a lot. Again, I'm a massive Michael Turner fan. He and Jack Kirby are the reasons why I draw. So anytime I find Michael Turner covers, even if there's other stuff I look for, I drop everything for Michael Turner. As you saw on the thumbnail, along with the McFoley VHS, this was a rare one that I picked up for my wife. I've noticed that a lot of the comic books in this genre are very rare. This is Sailor Moon issue number 7. I thought it was number 1 at first, but then I was like, oh no, wait, that's a 7. That's a Sailor Moon number 7. A rare comic book find right there, and it cost me nothing. Like, it cost me barely anything. She's very excited about that. And when I told her how rare it was, she was like even more excited. So yeah, really cool. You got Sailor Moon right there. So yeah, I don't know, it looks to me like it's a wraparound cover, but I don't want to take this out of the bag and board, so. Sailor Moon number 7, Marvel Comics Transformers books that I do not have. First things first we have is Transformers issue number 27. Just a cool cover right there. I like that a lot. So nice. And it's a newsstand edition too. I like to see that. I like to see newsstand editions because those are always super cool. So there's the Transformers by Marvel Comics, issue number 27. This is the Transformers, issue number 6 from Marvel Comics. So excited about this, because like I said, this is now the earliest Transformers issue I have in my collection from Marvel. And I actually am trying to collect more Transformers comics. I'm trying to get the first, 7 issues. So I got 6 already, that's cool. If I can come across issue number 1 and everything else up to number 7 besides 6, hey, I'll be a very happy person. But again, really awesome cover. Again, another newsstand edition. So. And a comic book series that I'm so hardcore looking for, but it is an uncommon Archie Adventure series of Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm super excited because the last time I read a Sonic the Hedgehog comic from Archie was in the 90s when I was a kid. Was it this one here? No, it wasn't. This is issue number 77. And again, this is a newsstand edition. Sonic the Hedgehog issue number 77. And this is a comic book series that I am highly seeking out because this is something that I did read as a kid and I loved the Sonic comics as a kid. Like Vanessa said, at least you got one. Yes, at least I got one. And I cannot be happier. You know, I'm so over the moon with this find right here. Sonic the Hedgehog issue number 77, Sally Acorn, Sonic. Oh man, Homecoming it's called. Yeah, if I can find more Sonic comics from the Archie Adventure series, I will be the happiest person in the world. When I go back for my birthday in July, they do actually have more of the Sonic comics because I think they had a couple Knuckles too. You best believe I'm picking up some Sonic comics. So super excited, very happy with this stack of comics that I picked up from Comic Hunter. And I did pick up some action figures. Last year when I went, I took a look at that case as I walked in where all the Ninja Turtles figures were. Some turtles here. Might be interested. Scumbug over here. They did have PandaCon last year, and I was hoping that PandaCon was still there. What's really cool is that they were having a promotion for buy one loose figure, get the other loose figure of less value for free. So I did partake in that. So the first one I picked up, and it's from Ninja Turtles. So yeah, like I said, I wanted PandaCon, but hey, it wasn't in the cards, but I did end up getting Ace Duck. So really cool. Got to pick up Ace Duck, and I just love this figure. You know, the articulation, he looks good. He looks really good, and it's just a fun figure all around, you know. I've always liked Ace Duck. I used to play with this figure when I was younger, so that's the reason why I ended up picking this guy up, especially down to his, you know, Ninja Turtles logo on the back of his jacket. So missing everything. He's missing his hat. Let me come a little closer here. He's missing his hat. He is missing his wings, and he was supposed to have like a bandolier and all that good stuff, but it's a-okay because I have Ace Duck. So really excited. Like my favorite find last year when I went was picking up Scumbug. So I picked up Scumbug last year, so that was really fun. So finding Ace Duck, you know, they had, this was the only, I think, from the 80s Turtle line that they had, so I couldn't say no to it. Ace Duck. I found this, and this was the one that was for free. And apparently, when I look online, it's not really a fan favorite because of the design. Okay, fine, whatever. Beast Wars was the show that got me into Transformers as a kid. I also watched Beast Machines, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I really adore Beast Machines. So when I was there last year, I did take a look at the Transformers cabinet. I don't know if they had this guy there last year because there was so much stuff in there, and even when I went, there was so much to look at. Cheetor from Beast Machines. Let me show you something really quickly though. Really neat is that he came with the original pamphlet, so that is a bonus right there. He came with the original pamphlet that guides you on how to transform Cheetor. So that is a bonus. Come a little closer. Here's our Cheetor, and I don't think there's anything that wrong with him. I think he looks pretty good. Yeah, he's a really nice looking figure. He's obscure to me. He's a weirdo oddball, and I like that. And they had so many Transformers. I mean, a lot of them were higher priced. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna grab that. Why not, right? Let me know down below if you'd like to see me do a video reviewing this guy and potentially trying to transform him. Let me know if you think that would be fun. I'm very close to the camera right now. I'm so sorry. Let me know if you think that'd be a cool idea. So very happy to have found Cheetor from Beast Machines. Yeah, call me ecstatic, call me over the moon, because like I said, it's Transformers year for me. I went there to pick up one thing and exchange some things, and I got a big store credit, and I left with a lot of goodies that made me very, very, very happy. Especially this guy right here. Let's take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Breakers. Boomer the Nerd will return after these messages.
Maximize your mornings for an all-new season of Beast Machines.
Fantastic.
You'll meet new friends.
The name's Botanica.
New enemies. Yes. Plus a ton of new thrills. Blammo! Catch an all-new Beast Machines today at 10 a.m. only on Fox Kids.
I ought to sell tickets.
You're breaking the law if you're not back. We now return to Boomer the Nerd.
Voila, as they would say in French, that's all the stuff that I found. There's an empty yellow bag. I cannot explain how excited I am with all these finds, all these pickups. Comic Hunter in Montreal. Yeah, there's the information. I showed it last year. I'm showing it again this year. All right, that being said, let me know down below what you thought of the stuff that I picked up. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. If you did, I really appreciate you. That being said though, if you love comic book content, you love hauls, you love comic book hauls, you love action figure hauls, you love nerdy stuff in general, or you know what, you've been watching my videos for the longest time, you haven't already done so, please and thank you, consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're there, why not hit the bell? Like that, you can be notified whenever I got some brand new content out. Also, if you like this video, you're liking the content I'm putting out, let the algorithm know, click that thumbs up button, and also share the video. Share the video with the Transformers, or Sonic, or whoever you want to share the video with. Go ahead and share that video. Get out of here for the day. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here for the day. I'm gonna, sort out and file away these comic books, and probably try to find a VHS player to watch this Ant-Man kind of thing. But also let me know if you want to see me review this Cheetor Beast Machines figure. Thank you for your constant support. Be good to each other out there. Stay safe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay cool, stay nerdy, keep hunting, keep collecting all that fun stuff. And again, if you're in the Montreal area, go check out Comic Hunter. See you next time, and as always, it's cool if it's nerd cool. Laters, everybody! Alright, let's go transform this guy. That was gonna be so much fun.